Good morning all, this is Prashanti. Continuing with the Middleware Technologies Lab. Here we'll be discussing the task 4. Task 4 is all about creating a library management system. In this library management system, we'll be trying to add the books, delete the books, get the information of all the books present in the system, and exit. These are the 4 tasks that we are going to do. So for this, what you have to do first, I have told you already in the last class, the same steps will be going to create now. So in order to create an EJP application, how many files do we need? First, the total whole package. In that package, you will be creating how many files? 4 files total. So first one is what? First one is we will be creating a remote interface. In that interface we will be writing all the abstract methods, and we will be creating one more Java file called implementation class file, where all those abstract methods that you have written in interface, those will be implementing in this class file. Next, one more is you will be creating a deployment descriptor file, that is an XML file, and the fourth one is the client file. So for that, first what you do, you go for new, select new project. In this project you select Java EE option, and then EJP module, and next here you write your project name. What is your project name? You give your project name, and then say, give your project name, and then say next. After saying next, it will be asking to select you the server. Select the GlassFly server, and then select the Java EE version. Java, I am selecting the Java EE latest version, Java EE 7th version, and then say finish. Whenever you say finish, that particular project is created. See here, this is my project EJBM that I have created now. Now under this, what you have to do, you have to create, the first one is, if you click on this, you got a source package here. You have to create your own package first. So for that, what you do, you right click on that. I have created already, I will be showing you this. For that, first you could right click on that, go for new, and then go for Java new package. In that new package, you write your package name and then say finish. Right? So this is the package name that I have given, my app. In this, under this package, you need to create 3 files. What is the first file? First one is interface, isn't it? So on this, so here my folder name is, my folder that I have created is new project that I have created is library. Right, under this I have created already for you. My project name is library. Under this library, my package name is my app. Under this my app, what should you create? First you have to create a new Java interface, isn't it? My new, you give the interface name, right? The interface the interface name that I have given is interface.java. In this interface.java, you write your abstract methods. What are the abstract methods that I have given? Add book, get book, and delete book. These are the 3 operations that I want to perform. So you write these abstract methods here, and here I am using the list, java.util.list, since I want to store the list of books here. And then here I am writing, annotating it as remote. When you annotate it and write as remote, this acts as a remote interface. Okay, you know what is remote interface. In order to act this interface as a remote interface, you write it as remote. Next, these methods should be implemented in one of the other classes, isn't it? So where do we implement this? In order to implement this, you will be writing one more class. So that class, how do you create that class? Again, right click on the my package and then go for new and select Java class. In this Java class, you write the class name and then say finish. Okay, after finishing, here I have given impl.java. This is the name I have given for implementation. In this, look here, I have implemented. What I have implemented? I have, my class name is impl. What it implements? It implements the interface that I have defined here, interface. And then this is the list. I have created a book list, and here I am overriding the methods. What method I am overriding? Add book method. I am adding a name to the book list. Delete book means I have to remove a book from the book list. Then get book means I have to return the book list. This is the implementation of the interface. Next, what should you do? You have to create the deployment descriptor. To create the deployment descriptor, what should you do? You click on the project name directly and say new. In this new, you go for Glassfish descriptor. If you say Glassfish descriptor, if it is a new one is created and you say finish. So this is the Glassfish descriptor that we have got. Here you have to write the your implementation interface Java implementation file name IMPL, and what is your project name? Project name is library, and make it as true. By using this, we'll be interacting with the beans, right? Next the fourth file is what? Main.java. So for that, again you click on package, then go for new and go for select Java class. In this Java class, again you write your class name. Write your class name and say finish. So here I have given the name as main.java. In this main.java, what is this main.java? This main.java is the client program. Okay, in this client program, this is the client side application where you look for the server side beans and try to operate those, or try to send a request from here, isn't it? So here this is my class name is main, and here I have created initial context says if initial context is equal to new initial context. By using this C, I have created an object for the interface to the and I am looking for the I am looking for the service called as library service. This is my package name that I have created, and array list I have created. And next I have written a do while loop for addition, deletion, and get and exit. I am using a scanner class in order to access the data from the keyboard. Case 1 is for adding the book, case 2 is for deleting the book, case 3 is for getting the book details, and case 4 is for exit, right? Then after creating all these files, what is the next step you have to do? Click on the project, you have to compile, isn't it? Then clean and you say clean and build. When you say clean and build, see, you have to get build successful. That means there are no errors in your program. After build successful, again click on the project, right click on the project and say deploy. When you say deploy, your bean will be deployed on the server. If it is successful, then you will be getting build successful. After building, successful, next you have to run on the client application. Where is the client application? It is present in the main class. Here go and say run. When you say run, say it is being processed and it is running here. It takes a bit time in order to get the output, since the server all these files have to be retrieved and run. Okay, wait a minute, we'll be getting the details. So here you will be getting the details like add, see, 1 for add, 2 for delete, 3 for get, and 4 for exit. Here I enter the input as 1. When I enter the input as 1, it asks for enter the name. Suppose I am entering the name, book name as NWT. Then it asks for one more option. Again I enter 1. I want to enter one more option. My one more book name is Java. I have 2 books in my library system. Now if I want to check how many books are there, what is that? Get, see, MWT and Java, there are 2 books here. And next, if you want to delete, what is the option? Option 2, it asks for which name you have to delete. Suppose I want to delete MWT. Then if you want to check again whether that is deleted or not, enter 3. Then only Java is there. Next, 4 for exit. Okay, this is how you develop a library management system by using NetBeans.